How's it going, everybody? So today we're going to be looking at Earth's final 60 years, starting from the year 2008 to the year 2068. In the year 2006, Josiah is born. And in the year 2008, we see that this is a 60-year mark from 1948 to 2068. And when I get down to the year 2050 AD, this is in our timeline. I'm going to read a little bit, do some summaries, and various things. Ezekiel and Jeremiah. 2012, Manasseh dies and Ammon is king for 2 years. In the year 2014, Ammon dies. Josiah is 8 years old, is king for 31 years. The year 2017 to 2018, it's a Jubilee year, the year that we're in right now. Year 2022, Josiah seeks after the mighty one of David. 2026, Josiah starts his purge of Jerusalem and Judah. In the year 2027, Jeremiah begins his ministry. So this is 40 and a half years from the time of the end, 2068. Very next year, 2028, that's when I believe the prophet or the individual is coming to bring the people together, who was born in 1998. And in 2032, Josiah finishes purging the land and the house and the Passover and Nisan 14. In the year 2046, Josiah dies. Jeremiah laments over him. That's why we have Lamentations, because he interfered with Pharaoh Necho. So when Necho comes back from his campaign, he deposes Jehoahaz, who was only in kingdom for 3 months, and he puts up Jehoiakim, and he's in there for 11 years. So in the year 2050 AD, I'm going to read Jeremiah chapter 25, which is a summary, and 36, and then on down, as you can see the different things here. So the summary of Jeremiah 25 and 36 are as thus. And this is 18 years before these prophecies took effect. For the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the first of Nebuchadnezzar, Yahweh asks everyone to turn from their evil way, all the families of the north and Nebuchadnezzar against this land. You need to serve the king of Babylon for 70 years. All nations will. Jeremiah 36. The 4th year of Jehoiakim, Baruch wrote on the roll, and Baruch wrote it, and he took it to the king of Israel to read for all to hear. 2051, Jeremiah 36, chapter 36, verse 9. In the 5th year of Jehoiakim, Baruch reads the scroll for all to hear. Again, the king takes a knife, cuts it up, and puts it in the fire. Jeremiah uses another roll for the same words. So this is kind of reminiscent of Moses. When he goes up to the mountain, he has 2 tablets. He comes down and breaks them, and he takes 2 more up. I don't know if this has any correlation to it. I could look into that. 2057, Nebuchadnezzar takes Jehoiakim and the vessels from the temple, and he takes Jeconiah captive, who went out with his mother and all the people of the high, the leaders and so forth. They went out and gave themselves over so that Nebuchadnezzar didn't kill them. And then Zedekiah was put up in his place. In the year 2061, which is the time of Halley's Comet, 2061 our time, I'm going to read Jeremiah chapter 28. In the 4th year of Zedekiah, Hananiah the false prophet says the king of Babylon's yoke will be broken in 2 years, but Jeremiah knows the people will be in Babylon for 70 years, but the people will return. 2062, I'm going to read Ezekiel chapters 1 through 3, just a summary. This is the 5th year of the captivity of Jehoiachin, or also Jeconiah or Coniah. 30th year from Josiah purging the kingdom of Jerusalem. The 5th year of Jeconiah's captivity. So remember, from the year 2032 to the year 2062, this is 30 years. Ezekiel's talking about it. Whirlwind from the north, which is the Babylonians. Ezekiel is made strong. He's a watchman. 390 days for Israel and 40 years, 390 years for Israel and 40 years for Judah for their iniquity. 2063, Ezekiel 8:1. Ezekiel digs into the wall to symbolize how Zedekiah will do the same, but be captured and led to Babylon, blinded and childless. In the year 2064, I'm going to read Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 1. Yahweh will pour out his fury on the idols of Egypt because some men of the northern tribes of Israel come to Ezekiel. Yahweh kindles a fire for the forests of the south field. So some men of Israel, actual Israelites of the north, come to Ezekiel in Babylon, and Babylon tells them that Yahweh has poured out his anger on the northern kingdom, and he's about to do it for the southern kingdom. 2066, Jeremiah chapter 39, verse 52, the 10th day of the 10th month, and Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 1. So I'm going to read these. Ezekiel, desire of your eyes, Jerusalem and the temple. The desire of your eyes, which is Jerusalem and the temple, will be profaned and destroyed on the 10th day of the 10th month. Nebuchadnezzar came and besieged Jerusalem. Jeremiah, Ezekiel 24:1. Same thing is being said. So we're going to go to 2067, which is, I believe, the Jubilee, which it shows here in Jeremiah chapter 32 through 34. Okay, but in Ezekiel chapter 29, verse 1, it says, prophecies against Egypt that will be desolate for 40 years. And then back to Jeremiah. Jeremiah buys a field because he had the right to redeem it. This is the Jubilee. The people will return. King of Babylon will burn it with fire because they did not release their slaves to proclaim liberty. So the people, the king and all of the people of the land kept their slaves when they were supposed to let them go. So this is the year of the release, the Jubilee year. And finally, 2068, Jeremiah 52:12, Ezekiel 26:1, 30:20, and 31:1. Nebuzaradan burns the house of Yahweh, destroys and burns the city of Jerusalem. Tyre and Sidon are destroyed because of the wickedness of spirit. Egypt is destroyed and taken captive for 40 years. All of these things, ladies and gentlemen, happen in this 60-year time from the year 2008 until 2068. Now, I think the important thing here is to know that all of these things, if you pray, they will not happen. That's because he says all the time, because he says over and over again, just turn from your evil ways and I will heal you. I will make sure that you do not fall into the hands of your enemies. So this is Earth's final 60 years, 2008 to 2068. In another video in the coming days, I'm going to do where all of these things are going to be filled in with what I believe are going to happen. I did a partial part of this the other day, but I don't think it was detailed enough because I'm going to incorporate a lot of these prophecies into that as well because they all are important. So thank you guys for watching. Again, let me know what you think in the bottom, and let me know if there are any videos that you would like me to do. Talk to you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye.